Papa, on fait du foot.
Du foot dehors? J'ai pas vraiment envie de sortir. Qu'est-ce que je pourrais trouver comme excuse? Mais bon, s'il reste enfermé toute la journée, il va commencer à courir partout. Et puis c'est vrai que je dois encore perdre quelques kilos là. On sort ou on sort pas?
Okay.
I'm sure we all have that kind of internal conversation where we try to weigh the pros and cons of something before we actually do it. But what does that have to do with teaching our children to read and write? Well, let's find out! For those of you who don't know me, I'm Yoshito Damonchi-Mamori. I'm the founder of the Library for Multilinguals and the author of the Parents Guide to Raising Multi-literate Children. And on this channel, I share with you some tips to teach your child to read and write in your home languages in a fun, engaging and purposeful way. And today, I got out an old video for you of how I included some fun in revising the spelling of some of the words for a vocabulary test he had. I hope you like it! Today, I wanted to make a short video to explain how, with my 5-year-old, we worked on spelling. So like every week, he has a spelling test on Friday, and he has the whole week to learn the words. He generally has 10 words, but he hates spelling. He doesn't like the effort it requires to write. I think he doesn't really see the purpose of it. And it's stressful because it's a test. So I tried to remove some of the pain to prepare him for the spelling test. So first one was it took a lot of effort to write for him. Second, he found spelling difficult. Third one, he doesn't really see the purpose of it yet, of having accurate spelling. So these 3 pains. And he would rather do something more fun than writing for spelling tests. So the way I removed the effort he has to put to write, I provided him with images with letters to write the words. So in the video, you can hear him pronounce the letters as he's putting them in order. And by looking at the example, he switches the letters around. So already here, he's memorizing in what order the letters go. Also, by the way, as a side note, I made a mistake myself when I wrote the word.
Brush, c'est C-H?
Non.
S-H. Ouais, tu sais, je me suis trompé là.
But this can actually be really powerful to actually include some mistakes for your child to spot them because it becomes more noticeable.
Brush.
Watch. Oui.
No, brush. I suppose. Teeth brush.
So in that case, I didn't do it on purpose, but it became a big thing. Like you can hear my wife and other son laugh about it. So it became more memorable. But also, if you want to include some mistakes, target the mistakes that he does and let your child or other people laugh about you so it becomes more memorable. Also, it shows that you are not perfect, you can make mistakes, and there's nothing to be ashamed of, you just need to learn from them. After that, we did a revision activity, which was the fun activity of everything. So I prepared an obstacle course where he had to go from word to word and put the letters back together. So sometimes he would have letters hidden in some Legos and try to find them to make up the word. Sometimes he would have to climb up the door frame to get the image at the top that was telling him what the word was. Because he couldn't touch the floor, that was an extra excitement for him. It was challenging and it removed some pain from focusing on just spelling. So the spelling still was difficult, but it was a bit more enjoyable because of all these obstacle course. So one thing I want to say about providing the letters is that it gives a certain amount of letters that your child has to put back in order. There can't be any spelling mistake unless the letters are not in the right order, but all the letters would be there. So for example, you can see that in jumping, he first wrote jumping, so Jumping. Then he worked out that it couldn't be IMG, and he swapped the letters around, N and M. So that can help a lot with remembering the spelling. For Wonderful, it was a bit more difficult. He took a lot of time, a lot of effort, but all this effort he was putting there helped him remember. He was getting frustrated as well, so that's why, for example, I didn't put any timer to say if you manage by that amount of time you win, because that would have added even more on the frustration not to be able to finish the obstacle course on time. So I didn't put any time restriction. I just put a bell at the end so that he could ring it and be happy to say he's finished, but no timing. The third step was to do the spelling test. And to do the spelling test, I let him go around the obstacle course again so that he could visualize which words was there, and I put as well the pictures to remind him. It's a tip that memory champions are using to mentally walk around the room or place they know really well to remember things. So that's what I tried to recreate by letting him go around the obstacle course physically. In the end, he got 7 out of 10. He still made 3 mistakes. 2 were predictable because it was words he found difficult already. But you can see that Wonderful, the only mistake he got was the U became a O. And teapot, he still found it difficult to write T for the teapot. One mistake I didn't anticipate was a J that was written in the other way around, like in a mirror. He's still getting confused within some orientations of letters like S and Z. He's getting confused between them. So I guess that's just practice and it will become better over time. I hope you got a few tips from this video that you can apply to your own situation to teach your child to read and write in your language in a fun way. And if you want to get more of these tips, make sure you subscribe to your channel. Bye!